the last story we're going to cover today is about Ghislaine Maxwell, and this is something we agree on, that she's a demon.
Right.
So we don't have to have a discussion about that. There will be no...
There's not going to be any
interaction or...
You're not going to tell me why she's great. That's
I don't think so.
Right. I will tell you why she's bad, and then you're going to sit back, well, I'm going to question this. I don't know. Maybe when she sexually assaulted those girls, that was okay. No,
she thought she was doing them a favor.
She was helping them out.
It was a social program.
Right. So today, the reason...
confidence building exercise.
Right. So, by the way, Ghislaine Maxwell, of course, Jeffrey Epstein's right-hand woman, faces 80 years in prison. 80 years in prison if she is convicted on all counts. She's 59 years old. You recall? I mean, she's been under lock and key now for about 17 months behind bars. 17 months behind bars after they found her hiding out in that what was it? That beautiful house in upstate. In New England, she was hiding, and they almost got away. Like, she almost outwitted the FBI. They were tracking her down, and she almost got away. This is being called the trial of the decade. It starts today. Well, the big question, though, is whether or not, what real shocks are about to pop out of here, which is, what are you doing? You're on the wrong screen here. Oh. Don't touch my keyboard.
It just...
She reached over to do a command plus.
Because you can't see that, honey.
All right, I'll zoom in on here. You have to do it here, so it's the wrong screen. There we go. You want to see her closer. You wanted to see
her pixie cut.
There you go. That's Ghislaine closer. She's shocked. Anyway, there's word today that the Little Black Book, Jeffrey Epstein's Little Black Book, is going to be introduced at the start of the trial, and it includes 6 pages of contacts, which apparently prosecutors plan to introduce, and they say it will give evidence of her guilt. It's going to show you all of the problems and all of the people that she was associated with. Whoa, here's another. You wanted to see her pixie cut. There is more of Ghislaine.
That's not a pixie cut, honey.
What is that then? I don't know.
That's a Peg Bundy.
I think that's called a troll cut.
She's been in a 6'9" cell. She's been there for 500 days.
Why did you say that like that?
I know, you said sex foot.
Oh, did I say sex foot?
Are you speaking German now?
Sex foot.
No, that was a Freudian slip.
She's a sex pot. She's a 6 foot 6 pot. She is in a 6 foot 9 by 9 cell that has been her home for more than 500 days. They have all of these. I mean, there's 80 journalists are showing up right now to the courtroom. What do we think is going to happen to her? I mean,
there are some reports that she may actually testify, and
oh boy,
that will be made.
Can you
for
imagine?
TV.
What could she say that would keep her out of prison? I mean, there are, because you have a lot of accusers that are finally saying, like, we never got a chance to come forward. We never got a chance to speak at Jeffrey Epstein's trial.
Yes.
We have these, all of these sexually accusers who say that she specifically sexually exploited them, like arranged and set it up so that they would be sexually exploited by Jeffrey Epstein, that she knew exactly what she was doing.
Meet the same fate?
Well, that's been the concern.
Oh.
Keeping her under lock and key with 24-hour surveillance to make sure that...
Just like he was.
So you think that he did not take his own life?
No.
I do not.
I do not either.
And you think that whoever took his life will take her life to prevent...
Yes. And the cameras will magically have just malfunctioned. The guards will happen to not have been looking.
Yeah, when he gets killed, suddenly the cameras just went on the fritz during that period of time when he's being killed, and guards were suddenly not there when he's being killed. And I mean, it's, of course. I mean, and what, you think about what Prince Andrew, right?
Yeah.
Who tried to escape being served by the...
He was served, but he still is not going to respond to that litigation.
I mean, specifically, she's accused of helping to recruit, groom, and ultimately abuse 4 teenage girls. And these girls want answers. I mean, these girls want to be able to go and say, We never got a chance. We never got a chance before, and this is our chance to show exactly what she was doing. Charging illegal sex, trafficking. Specifically, she faces 6 charges: conspiracy to entice minors to travel to engage in illegal acts, enticement of a minor to travel to engage in illegal acts. So she was coordinating all of these creeps.
Yes.
She was coordinating all these creeps to fly to their creepy islands to do whatever she was going to do whatever they were going to do with these people.
This is the archetype, right, of the lady that will cross other ladies to get what they want in life for their own gain. And, I don't know how much of this trial is a distraction and how much of is it important to break down certain power structures, because she has the key to so many people's power. We're in for a wild ride.
Yeah, I want to hear like the Bill Gates stuff. I want to hear the Bill Clinton stuff. I want to hear like what comes out and is relevant to this, into these cases.
You want to hear that?
I want to hear. I want to know what's going on here with these powerful elites.
If she's able to speak about those people, if she is at all, they've probably made some kind of deal with her, and there's a list they're going to allow her to put under the bus, and a list that she will not be allowed to. Otherwise, she will see the same fate as Epstein. Like there's one of two scenarios there. It's not because some of the people that are in the court system would be guilty.
Yeah, there's because as you know from the Kyle Rittenhouse or any of these other big high profile trials, the media can say a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Right. But when you actually get into a courtroom, and then what is admissible given the 3 alleged victims that are listed as minor victim number 1, minor victim number 2, minor victim number 3, minor victim number 4, according to the indictment, right? So what is relevant for the defense and how can they actually pull this off is to try to discredit these witnesses. All the Bill Clinton stuff, all the other stuff might be totally irrelevant, not even allowed to come up, not even allowed to be talked about. So as they point out in this piece this morning, the 3 alleged victims will all talk about being befriended by Maxwell and being encouraged by her to perform sexual massages on Epstein. Massages on Epstein. Minor victim number 4 will also tell how she was paid hundreds of dollars in cash directly by Maxwell for providing Epstein with these massages. They will also highlight her intimate relationship with Epstein, including showing the jurors a picture of the pair swimming nude together. So we already know, like a lot of the evidence, because she needs to be able to see this evidence to defend herself against what the state has.
Wait, who is swimming naked with who?
That Ghislaine was swimming naked with Jeffrey Epstein. That's how close. Because all she's saying is, I was just literally his assistant. Like, I didn't do any of this stuff. I'm just his assistant. I had nothing to do with any of this. I knew nothing. I was just his personal assistant. I just helped him, with his booking for flights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they're going to show that that's not the case at all, that she was intimately aware of all of this.